Stop. Come a little closer. What is this? What the freak? Amazon, you have to be the dumbest mother lovers in human history walking the planet Earth. How could you get 3 million dislikes on the teaser trailer? How? Gandalf, Frodo, what do you think about this bull stuff? What up, YouTube? It's your boy Fatal J. Back like I left something, and I'm glad you're here. Yes, I'm glad you're here. And today we're going to be talking about how Amazon, the teaser trailer, Rings of Power, hit 3 million dislikes. And I'm going to break down to you why I believe Amazon is a part of this thing where YouTube took away the dislike ratio because they knew the mob was coming. But before we get into that, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell. Because every time you hit that notification bell, it makes me feel oh so good and oh so swell. But hit that like. It's totally free, man. And it makes YouTube land say, hey, a lot of people liking Fatal J stuff. Let's send more people that way. And I will appreciate that greatly. It's free. Also, if you want to support the channel, make sure to join that Fatal J memberships where it gets crazy, it gets live, and I show you guys Fatal J shorts that nobody else sees on the regular channel except for you. You get dope Fatal emojis next to your name. Make sure to check that out. Now let's get into it. Where Amazon, you're going to fail, you're doomed, and the backlash has came. You have to answer for your atonement. It's going down. Look at this right here, at this freaking dislike button. This is a freaking travesty, man. It just looks horrible. It looks crazy, man. It looks crazy. How do you get to this point? You got people like Star Wars. Even though people hated Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker still had a great ratio. Stuff like Star Trek. People hate Star Trek now. Star Trek Discovery. But when you look at the ratio, it still looks legit. The ratio, the upvotes are more than the downvotes. But these freakers have managed to get 3 million dislikes compared to the likes. It's crazy, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it's like this, ladies and gentlemen. It's like this because ever since back in September 21, 1937, a book got published. This book was called The Hobbit, or you can call it There and Back Again. Since 1937, you have had a hardcore Tolkien fan base. Before internet, before all that stuff. And that's why Amazon, you're in deep dookie. Yeah, you're in deep dookie. This fan base is strong. This fan base is growing. You got the old fans, you got new fans, and people have fell in love with the Tolkien lore. One of the secrets that people love Tolkien so much is because of the world building. You get deep into that world, you forget you're on planet Earth, and you realize you're on Middle-earth. Middle-earth, a different time frame, a different imagination than where we live in now, and it's easy to lose yourself in. It's almost like the never-ending story. You become a part of the book. You become a part of the elven culture, the dwarves. You get in. It's just so many stories, so much detail. And if you slip up on one detail like Rings of Power did, then you're going to end up giving 300. You're going to get 3 million dislikes in the ratio. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, man. And Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what Rings of Power where you're messing up. You're trying to make Middle Earth just like the modern times that's going on now. You're looking at the posters. Look at the posters. And they thought they were slick. This dropped in February. When you look at this poster, you see a rainbow pretty much of different colors. You see different skin tones. And that's all good. That's how the world should be. The world should all come together and just hold hands. And race doesn't matter and all that good stuff. And we should be skipping on the meadows and being happy and dancing with the leprechauns. All that type of stuff. But when it comes to Middle Earth Tolkien lore, when it comes to J.R.R. Tolkien, you have to be accurate with the book. It's some things that you can slip up on. You can slip up a little bit, not by much, and don't make it look noticeable, but it's some things you can do. But the reason why you have this poster right here is because they want to give you this mind frame of, hey, we want all these races right here. We want to put black characters in this, and we want to do this. We want to make the elves black. We want to make the hobbits black. We want to make them Asian. We want to do this. You can't do that, and people hate that. Now, what Amazon will do when it comes to those 3 million dislikes on that video, they're going to hate you. They're going to call you R words. You know what the R words is, the prejudice word. They're going to use that towards you because you're not down with the agendas and you're not down with the propaganda that's going on with them. So they're going to use that against you. So get ready. They use it against me, and I'm a black man. They're going to use that against you. Don't listen to the hype. You're absolutely right trying to fight for what J.R.R. Tolkien. This is his work. This is his masterpiece. This is his art. If I go into an art building, I'm not going to throw paint on a Van Gogh. I'm not going to do that. That's disrespectful to the art form. This man, J.R.R. Tolkien, took his time. He took years building Middle Earth, building these stories that connect to each other, these bloodlines that connect to each other. Yeah, he did that. Don't disrespect that. But I'm going to give you a little secret about what's going on with YouTube too. Check this out. It said YouTube CEO defends decision to hide dislikes on the videos. Let's peep this out. It said on the downside, YouTube saw the dislike counts were harming parts of our ecosystem through dislike attacks as people actively work to drive up the number of dislikes on a creator's videos. The CEO wrote, and such attacks often targeted smaller creators and those just getting started. We want every creator to feel they can express themselves without harassment, Hajihiki wrote. Quit being a pansy, man. You're going to live in a world where people talk about you. You don't remember when we was coming up and they said sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me? Yeah, sometimes words will hurt you. But that little nursery rhyme taught you that people are going to talk about you and do this and do that. I promise you, if you make a YouTube video, people are going to criticize you and downvote you for no apparent reason. When it comes to this show, the teaser, Rings of Power teaser, people are downvoting it because they don't like what they see. They're not being mean. Well, some of them might be mean, but they just don't like what they see. There's freedom of speech. And I'm telling you, a lot of this freedom of speech stuff right here is in danger. It's in danger. They want you to shut up because they put billions into this show. They want you to shut up. They want it to be relatable to what's going on now because they don't care about you. They just want more money. They just want money. You're just a dollar sign. They don't care about you. They don't care about giving you lore. They just want to make money, make sales. They want to put propaganda in this stuff. And if you understand J.R.R. Tolkien, Middle Earth lore, Lord of the Rings lore, all that stuff, it wasn't about propaganda. It wasn't about messages. It was about dope stories. Period, point blank. And like I said before, you can tweak things. You can change things a little bit. For instance, like the Hobbit trilogy, you had Tario and you had Legolas. Now, those two was not in the Hobbit story, but it was okay because Legolas was around that time. He wasn't in the book, but he was around that time. Ariel, she didn't really do anything in the story to mess anything up, even though I kind of think The Hobbit should have been 2 movies instead of 3, and Legolas, we could have did without him, even though Legolas is dope. But it was okay. They're making big, gigantic changes in this joint. They're making huge changes, and it's not good, and that's the reason why you see 3 million dislikes. You guys let me know in the comments below, what do you think about the 3 million dislikes? Does this mean that this show is in great danger and it will fail? Or do you think the 3 million dislike doesn't mean anything and Rings of Power, Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power will be successful? Get back at your boy Theta J. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification bell, because every time you hit that notification bell, it makes your boy Theta J feel oh so good and oh so swell. I'm out of here. Ninja Benny.